Today in the Woodyard, we're filling the cookie cage. Here we go. So a couple days ago, I built the cookie cage, as I like to call it now. It's where I put all my chunks, small pieces, all the the cookies that you cut off the end of the logs when you're doing a load. And what I found out is that I have a lot more cookies than I thought already cut. So I already put in, the day that I built this, I put in 5 wheelbarrows full like this, and today this is the 3rd one now already, and I still have at least a couple more to go, so it's going to start to fill up fast. So I'm definitely going to have to build another one, and it's working out really well. It's even though it's not the most beautiful thing on the planet that has ever been built, especially by me, it's nice and solid. As I put pieces in, I mean, it's rock solid. It doesn't flex really at all, and I'll be able to go quite high with it, I think. So that's what's going to happen. I'm just going to set you guys right over here, and you can watch. You can sit over here by Cookie or Woody, whichever one this is. I'm not sure who this is here. One's over there, one's over here, and so yeah, I'm just chucking them in and showing them to see how strong the cage is. And when I throw them over to the side there, I mean, it's solid, and I think it's going to work out really well, because I don't have IBC totes, which IBC totes would work good too. I'm sure they would be just fine, but this didn't cost me anything other than nails and a few minutes to slap it together, and it's nice and big. So I'm going to just keep bringing the cookies from stuff that I've got cut. Now this what I'm putting in here now is from that first half of the truckload of maple that I cut. These are all maple chunks here, and I've got at least another wheelbarrow or 2 over there to bring over here yet. And then I've got all that free wood that's maple. I still have a bunch of that to get split actually today. That's chunks that were too small to sell, stuff that's like this long, but that stuff will all burn, and I will be able to sell it like I had mentioned. So just gonna keep filling. We'll see how much we can get in here. So this is the 8th wheelbarrow full, which leads me to believe I probably could get another 8 in here, I think. Not sure, but that means it's gonna be really heaped up high, but that's fine. That's what it's for, just to get rid of the cookies and get them out of the way. So there, it's filling up quite nicely. So now we're going to go for a little walk. We're going to go fill up another wheelbarrow full. So here you can see on the grass where the grass is you can see where they were sitting. The grass was dying, so I'm trying to get all these edges kind of cleaned up with all the cookies that I threw off to the side, and I'm going to get stacking on this today too. That is my plan anyway. So going to fill up the wheelbarrow again. So here we go. It's wheelbarrow filling time. And I know some of you are thinking, how come he doesn't have his tractor yet? Why wouldn't he use a tractor for this? Yeah, I could fill a bucket in a tractor, probably like 3 of these, but then I got to drive around tearing stuff up. And the way I got the Woodyard set up right now, it's not really conducive to tractor traffic yet, but it will be. I'm going to have places where I can drive and get around, and when I put the gravel in over there, I'll open that up, and I will make it so that I will be able to do a lot of this kind of stuff with the tractor. And no, I haven't made a decision yet. I've got 2 picked out, and I'm waiting to hear back from one of the guys and see how much better he can do on the pricing. And so I'm really having a hard time deciding between the 2 that I've narrowed it down to. And I know that no matter what I choose, it's gonna work out really nice. I just want to make the right choice for me, not the right choice for all of you. Because I know a lot of you are very opinionated by the comments. And when I released that video, I don't know how long ago that was, probably 10-12 days ago, and that video, I had got more comments on that than almost any other video ever. Basically people giving me their advice on what I should spend my money on as far as the tractor goes, which is perfectly welcome. I want as many opinions as possible, but you know what they say about opinions. Everybody's got one, just like something else they have. Anyway, there we go. She's just about full. We can go dump her again. I don't have to get all of the chunks. If I just get most of them over there and get them out of the way, and then as I go I can fill it again and then go. This is wheelbarrow full number 9. I think it's number 9. I think that sounds right. So in the comments, I'm curious, what do you guys do with all the small pieces? Do you leave them in the woods when you cut them? Do you throw them away? Do you burn them in your fire pit? Do you burn them in your boiler? Do you burn them in the fireplace? Do you grill with them? Do you sell them? I know it's not, you know, obviously high quality stuff. It's not the premium wood, but it is wood and it will burn. And it's a shame just to leave it in the woods or throw it out. There's quite a bit of good wood here. This is going to end up being, if this was going to be, once this is full, really full, if this was a stack of wood, it's going to end up being probably 1.5 cords, so maybe 5 face cords, something like that. It's going to be a bunch of wood that will certainly work, especially if like in a burn pit in your backyard. Stuff would be just fine. Going to get another one. Well, here it comes. Load number 10. I think this is the last one that I'll be able to put in today, but I got more coming that's going to be split. This is 10 wheelbarrows full now. Oopsie. So there it is. That's 10 wheelbarrows full so far in there, and I'm thinking I probably should be able to get at least another 6, 7, 8, I don't know, it just depends on how high I decide to go with it, but there it is. Now let's go do some stacking. So it's been so long since I cut this pile here, I totally forgot there was even cookies here. So there's a whole bunch here that I gotta load up and move over there. I might as well move these out of the way so that I can get some of this stacked eventually too. There's just a lot of work to do here. This is all oak. There's probably going to be at least 3 wheelbarrows full in here, if not more. And when I'm splitting, what I try to do is, as I get small pieces, small chunks, when I split them in half like this, is I try to throw them off to the side or on the outside edge so that I can pick up the cookies and get rid of them, and so they're not in the way of the stacking. And then as I stack, if I find chunks, I usually throw them out, you know, out of the way so that I'm not fighting them over and over again while I'm trying to get the wood stacked. But there's a bunch in here, that is for sure. There we go. I'm gonna take this over and go dump it to Crumpet. If I had a better arm, which I don't, I could have just thrown them from over there. That's 11. This is the last one today. I don't think there's any more cookies anywhere else or chunks that I had to gather. This is either 14 or 15. I can't remember. I think I'm on 15 now. And it is filling. So as you can see, that's a lot of wood that a lot of people would just throw out. And it's all gonna burn. Because that's what it's all about. Fire. That's what it's all about. There. Now, that is it for the cookies for today. Now I can go do some stacking. Here we go. Well, as you can see, I have one cord done, one full cord. So I made a good dent in it, which is nice because there's a lot of stacking to be done yet. And I'm gonna get this stuff off the ground so it can start drying well. There it is, one cord, or 3-phase cords, however you wanna look at it. It's a bunch of wood, and I got lots to go yet. I've got all this to stack, and then I got this to split. There's some of the free stuff, and then this is the other half of the truckload here. I still got to cut, split, and then stack all that. And then there's the cherry over there too. So lots to do, and I got a whole 2 truckloads of oak that need stacking yet too. So it's a lot of stacking, but I got to start on it. That's it for today, folks. Thanks for watching. Please hit the buttons, you know what to do. And I will be back here tomorrow. You should be back here tomorrow. Between now and then, get outside, get cutting. Good night, Irene.